Hey guys, Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for the Amazing Spider-Man issue 687, which is the last issue of Ends of the Earth, which is a story arc that's been going on for about a month and a half, maybe 2 months. So it's been a while that we've been seeing, well, probably more than a month and a half. So I would say like 2 or 3 months for this story arc. So it's been a while since uh, the beginning of this story arc. So this story arc was pretty long. It's about Doctor Octopus. Dying days and him trying to be remembered. So far I've been liking this story arc, but let's see if I like the end of this story arc. In this cover, I have to say I really liked it. It shows what's going on in this issue. Spider-Man is fighting the Avengers who are being controlled by Dr. Octopus, and I love the art. The art is great, love it. I've been really liking the art for these covers for this story arc. They do a great job, great concept, and again, great art. So definitely great cover, but let's see if I like the issue. So in this issue, Spider-Man, Silver Sable, and Black Widow are trying to fight the Avengers, who are being controlled by Dr. Octopus. But they're trying to hold back also because they kind of are conscious, but, they're still obviously in Dr. Octopus's control. But they're, again, trying to still hold back the part of them that's not being controlled. Spider-Man defeats them, or at least defeats the Doctor Octopus's little Octobots, and they are not being controlled by Doctor Octopus anymore. So now Spider-Man brings Silver Sable, and Black Widow's unconscious, so she's not coming anywhere, not going anywhere. But so Spider-Man's like, let's go find the base of Doctor Octopus and stop this now. So all the Avengers are pretty much unconscious now. So now it's up to Silver Sable and Spider-Man to defeat Doctor Octopus. So Spider-Man finds Doctor Octopus in the his little hiding spot, and Silver Sable actually drowns in this issue, because Rhino is kind of like a bodyguard in the ship for Dr. Octopus. So Silver Sable's like, go, go, we have to save everybody, go, and go to Dr. Octopus, I'll be here. And she's like drowning, so she sacrifices herself. So Spider-Man runs, defeats Dr. Octopus because Spider-Man says, you can't do this because you're saying that you're going to kill everybody, right? So how are you going to be remembered if you're killing everybody? So Dr. Octopus explains, saying, oh yeah, but there will be zero point 0.5 people still left, and those people will remember, and, Earth will be repopulate itself, because over the years it'll repopulate itself. But Spider-Man says, no, everyone's going to burn to death, and all of them, those people that do survive the rubble, are not even going to have a brain left. They're all going to be brainless, they won't even know how to think, so they're not going to be thinking about you. So Dr. Octopus says, no, this is my plan, oh, it's destroyed. So Dr. Octopus is about to kill himself, and Spider-Man saves him. So everyone's alive. Spider-Man saves the day, but could not save Silver Sable. But we didn't really see her die, so maybe she still is alive somehow, we don't know. But I thought it was kind of smart that they did bring Silver Sable into this story, because it was such a big story arc for her. We got to see a lot of her character. So if she did die, I think it was a really good story arc. How she did die. She died for really sacrificing herself for the world and her country, and for the United States, for the whole world, but for her country also, because that was her big worry. So I thought this issue was a good ending. I didn't love the ending though. I thought it was like a solid ending. Like, I kind of expected a little bit more. And to tell you the truth, it didn't really like feel like ending. It felt like, all right, well, what else, Because in the end, like, Dr. Octopus didn't die. We know he's going to die. But we don't know when. And it's like, oh, we're gonna bring Dr. Octopus again. Is he gonna die in like the next issue? Because the next issue is a Lizard issue, because Amazing Spider-Man's coming out, the movie, so they're bringing a Lizard story arc. But in the next issue, are we gonna find out anything about Dr. Octopus? Are we gonna find out stuff about Silver Sable? I just felt like there were so many questions from this issue, and I didn't love that. I just wish that stuff are explained, maybe have an epilogue like they did with Spider Island. I know Spider Island was a little bit more of a bigger story arc, but I think they should have done that, that way, answer some of these questions, because I thought it ended kind of weird. It's like you built this whole story up, and it kind of didn't really live up to what you're building. So for me, I just didn't love this issue. I thought it was an okay issue. I still think it's worth picking up. It really wasn't it wasn't a horrible issue. I just thought it was like okay, and I think I expected more, and that's why I was kind of disappointed with this issue. So I give this a 3.5, just because there are so many questions that I feel like are not going to be answered in the next issue, just because it's a new story arc and they got to concentrate on the lizard. And I don't want a big story arc with Doctor Octopus again. I felt like this could have been really good, farewell for Doctor Octopus story arc, but he didn't even die in this issue, and I feel like if he's not gonna die, he's gotta come up with another plan. So I don't want to see another Doctor Octopus issue. I felt like this was a really good ending for him, and it just seems like they just trying to make him live that way, just in case we need another story arc. Just in case we need story. So for me, I didn't love this issue. It was just okay. But I did think Silver Sable sacrificing herself was a really good part. The beginning was really good with the Avengers, them holding back and everything. But actually, I thought that should have been a bigger battle also. And I was like, when you saw that cliffhanger, it's like, this is gonna be hard it's gonna be so hard for Spider-Man and Silver Sable and Black Widow to try and defeat the Avengers. But they kind of didn't build that one up either, because it's like, oh, we're gonna hold back, don't worry. So it's like, I didn't love it, the fight, but I thought it was an okay issue. The story arc, I did like the story arc. I did. It's just that the ending kind of fell through, like I've been saying. So again, I say it's kind of in the middle. I give this a 3. Actually, I'm gonna lower my rating. I actually started giving this a 4. I was gonna give this a 4.5, and I'm like thinking about this issue. So I give this issue a 3. I say pick it up still if you've been reading Ends of the Earth, but if you haven't been reading it, this is not an issue to pick up. And I do recommend you still to read the story arc. It was a good story arc. It was just the ending, it's not that great. But this is Comic-Uno. Hope you guys enjoyed. And again, kind of on the fence if you guys should pick it up or not. Again, in the description below, I will have both my Twitters for the Rand Situations and Comic-Uno, and it'll just have news about both my YouTube channels. So follow me if you want to see that and see, news for Comic-Uno and the Rand Situations. So, again, on the fence, it depends if you've been reading Ends of the Earth, if you want to pick it up or not. But I give it a 3, and this is Comic-Uno. Bye, guys.